Hello again, ChoroQ collectors. We got another weird random casting. I got this locally. It's quite used and abused, but it was so funky looking that I bought it anyways. And it has a livery from something called Huis 10 Bosch. Huisten Bosch. And it's in Nagasaki, Japan. It's the largest recreation of the Netherlands. I guess outside of the Netherlands. So it's just a giant city that looks like the Netherlands. So I never knew about this. It's pretty interesting. So they have a couple of these old school looking, buses or taxis, and this is what ChoroQ made. This thing here in dark blue. This one's dark green. Different colors, I guess, are running around. So interesting. Okay, let's take a look at this guy. Focus. Yeah, so you can see, the Huis 10 Bosch logo is really worn out because this thing's old and played with. And they're mimicking the wood window frames here with this tampo printing, this door handle, and the hinges stick out a little bit. Standard 5-spokes, but it's a dark blue, trying to match the blue of the body. There's black for the fenders. And then, this old school grill. And this one says taxi here. Yeah, wooden frame. It's like a bonnet for the engine. And then the back, we have some protruding taillights. And there's the Huis 10 Bosch logo, I guess. And this round back glass. So, yeah, it's a cool retro-looking vehicle. I assumed it was just like an old school car from the 1920s. It wasn't until I actually read this thing with a magnifying glass that this is actually like a modern retro bus. So interesting. So it says 2006 as far as how old this is. Standard construction, screw in a tab, and I think the whole body is transparent, but they painted the rest of it. Although this bumper, I guess, is a separate piece. It looks like a separate piece, the grill bumper. So yeah, I like it. Let's compare it to a couple of other old school vehicles from ChoroQ. So I got this Kanagawa Loop bus, which actually looks quite similar. But this looks like a bus because it has more windows on the side. This looks more like a car. Here's an old school bonnet bus with, again, what looks like window buses having multiples. And here's another old school bonnet bus with a different front end. Here's a modern retro of the City Loop bus in Kobe, Japan. And then another mysterious bus is this thing. It's supposed to be like a hot springs area. I don't know if it's a bus for a hot springs business. Maybe it's a van. Again, there aren't many windows on the side, so maybe it's a van. But it's hard to tell. Let's let this old guy spin around in the zone in front of its photos. And if it's an old bus, this is a perfect one for the old guy from the movie Up. I don't know what his name is in the movie, though. I've only seen the movie once. It wasn't the best either. I guess I have to put him on a plastic chip. Alright, well, anyways, yeah. Interesting to collect new castings from ChoroQ. So I'm sure there's many more that I'm not aware of, and I'll try to get them later. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.